All right, 5 people have entered the waiting room. All right, let's see what we got here. So we need Claudia, Anthony, Leah, everybody but Bob. The detention center. Which one is yours, Leah?
Beasley.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. Oh, didn't pop up. All right, this is, well, 296-4240-2022. Is it Kyamisha Lee Beasley?
Yes, sir.
This mine's showing the bond shows possession of controlled substance, but the mental health evaluation has abandoning or endangering a child.
I think there's both of those, Judge.
There's a bond for PCS, and then the other one's a Grayson County.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I got you. All right. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. Did you want to call your client and testify?
Yes, please.
Right. If you would, Miss Beasley, raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so be God. Right.
Miss Beasley, will you state your full name for the record?
Kyamisha Lee Beasley.
And you're currently being held on 2 charges. One is a possession case for Collin County, and one is an endangering a child in Grayson County. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And how old are you?
33.
Okay. And do you currently have a divorce pending here in Collin County?
Yes, I actually signed the papers a week ago.
Okay.
Yes,
So you have three kids, is that correct?
yes, 3 boys.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental health issue?
Yes.
What mental health issue have you been told that you have?
PTSD, bipolar, and manic depression.
When did you receive the diagnosis?
2020.
Where and where?
Life path.
So you've been to Life Path before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so regarding these charges, they're connected, correct? Were
Yeah.
you in a car wreck?
Yes, I was in a car wreck.
Okay, and when you were in the car wreck, did that occur in Grayson County?
Yes, ma'am.
And then when you picked up or when you were charged or alleged to have drugs on you, you were in a hospital in Collin County?
Yes.
Okay. And so was that car wreck really severe?
Towards me or to all of us, or
You?
yes,
Like what, did you have injuries?
yes, I broke my neck in 3 places.
And how long ago was that?
It would be a year on the 19th of this month.
And so when you were diagnosed with these mental health issues, did you ever receive any medications?
Yes.
Were you using medications when you were arrested?
For Life Path or
For-
no.
Okay. Have you been receiving medications in jail?
Yes.
What have you been taking?
Zoloft, prenatal pill, and a boost bar at night and in the morning.
Okay. So we had talked about that. Did you find out that you are or do you believe that you are actually pregnant right now?
No, I took a pregnancy test and came back negative.
Okay. So if you were to be let out on a mental health bond, you would have to continue getting treatment for your mental health issues, and you would still have to go to Life Path. Would you have the ability to comply with those requirements?
Yes.
Who is going to transport you to any appointments you need to make?
That would either be my dad or my sister.
Okay. And do you have a place that you can stay when you're out on bond?
Yes, I actually got the address yesterday if y'all needed that. I do have an address that I'd be going to.
And that's your dad's address?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it McKinney?
Yes.
Okay. And if you were to have a mental health bond, is there someone that's going to pay the bond for the other hold?
Yes.
Okay. Who's that?
That would be my dad.
Okay. And so you understand also you'd have to call Tony Fox once a week?
Yes.
Would you have access to a phone?
Yes, I'm going to be getting one when I get out of here.
Okay. All right, I'll pass the witness. Thank you.
Any questions from the state?
No,
Just a few, Your Honor.
I didn't know they were trying to.
What medications have you been prescribed for your mental diagnosis?
In the past,
Yeah.
I can't really remember one of them, but I was taking Lexapro, and there was another medication that I don't remember what it's called.
And are you getting any medication while you're in jail?
Yes, Zoloft and a boost bar.
And do you feel like those medications are helping you?
I mean, the Zoloft is helping. I'm not real sure about the boost bar because I just started taking that maybe 4 or 5 days ago. I'm not really seeing any changes on that.
And are you pretty good about self-medicating and keeping up with your prescriptions?
Yes.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Anything else from the defendant?
Just in closing, Miss Beasley was in a severe car wreck. She has mental issues and she broke her neck, and she's been to Life Path before. She would like to go more, and she needs to get back on track. Thank you.
Anything else from the state?
Nothing else from the state, Your Honor.
Any argument?
Due to the mental health assessment, we would oppose the PR bond at this time.
Okay. Ms. Beasley, I'm gonna go ahead and get you out on a PR bond. You've got to do what you said you're gonna do. That's make sure you call Tony every week. You come see me once a month, and get back on your medication and only your medication. If there's anything else in your system when we drug test you, obviously you're gonna go back to jail. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tony, do you want to add anything?
Yes. Hi, Kamisha, is that how it's pronounced?
Yes, Hamisha.
Kamisha, it's nice to meet you. When you get released, you should find a folder. Inside that folder is going to have my card. Hopefully, if you get bonded out before going to Grayson County, then you should end up with the folder. But if you get transferred to Grayson County, a lot of times, for some reason, those suckers don't make it. Your attorney has my phone number. I need you to call me. immediately upon release from Grayson County so that we can make sure that you get on track. Because the last thing I want to do is tell the judge, well, she's out, but I haven't heard from her.
Right. No, you'll definitely hear from me.
Okay.
All right.
That,
We will see you soon. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. May be excused.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, it is. One more. Did you leave? No. It's Bob. We have to let Claudia back in. She left early. One more thing. All right. This is Miss Holdridge,
Yes, sir.
and I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'm going to consider that for the purpose of this hearing. Did you want to call your client and testify? You have to unmute.
There we go. Yeah, I'd like to ask you just a few questions, Your Honor.
If you would raise your right hand, be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Good morning, Ms. Holdridge.
Good morning.
Now, there's an action plan that I believe perhaps you went over with Ms. Tony Fox. Is that correct?
I actually have not spoke to Miss Tony Fox yet.
Have you done an action plan, though?
Yes.
Okay.
You've said.
And let's go. We'll just go with that then. I didn't know who you had spoken to. But in that action plan, there's a number of things outlined that are important for the court to know that you're going to abide by. Number one, you're going to check in with the bond once a month, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're going to follow all the bond requirements, correct?
Yes.
And the doctor's orders, which is probably the most important thing and the one that clients screw up on most. You're going to follow whatever the doctor tells you, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. And you're going to take any drug tests that are required of you.
Yes.
You're going to attend all court hearings once you are given a court date, correct?
Yes.
And another big thing, you're going to stay the heck out of jail.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. You're going to maintain contact with me. You've got my number, and your dad's called me, and so he's got my number as well, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to take the medication that's prescribed, correct?
Yes.
And you are going to Texas Health Recovery and Wellness Center in Mansfield, Texas, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're all okay with that?
Yes, sir.
And it's something that you want as well, correct?
Mhm. Yes, I do.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Does the state have any questions?
Just a few, Your Honor. Ms. Holdridge, when were you first diagnosed with mental illness?
I was in 6th grade, so I was around 11 or 12 years old.
And do you know, or do you remember what you were diagnosed with?
Yes. So when I was that young, it was depression and anxiety and ADHD. And then later in my teenage years, bipolar and PTSD.
And is that what it is currently?
Yes.
And were you prescribed any medication previously?
How previous? Like within a year?
I guess from the beginning and then up to now. Have you been prescribed medication?
Yeah, so I've been on medication since they first diagnosed me. I've been on Cymbalta, Lexapro, Prozac, Abilify, lithium. Wellbutrin.
And are you getting these medications or any current medications you've been prescribed? Are you receiving them while you've been in jail?
Currently in jail, I'm just taking Buspar and Lexapro.
And do you feel like those are helping you?
The Lexapro, yes, with the depression. I just started taking the Buspar for the anxiety, maybe not even a week ago. So I'm still waiting for it to kind of kick in.
Now I want to kind of ask you about some things that could be tough to talk about, but hey, have you ever had any suicidal ideations or planned any suicides?
Yes.
When was the most recent one?
I was about 15 years old.
And you say that's the most recent?
Yeah.
Were you recently put on suicide watch in the jail?
Oh, yes, I was.
What was that about? Can you explain?
So basically the pod that I was in, we had like a COVID lockdown, and it was when I first got here, so I wasn't used to being like enclosed, like super like alone and like kept in and everything. So I was just having like a bunch of like negative thoughts, and I had like thoughts about self-harm at the time, but it was kind of the thoughts came and went. So
And when did this happen?
this was like my second week when I first got here. So like end of June.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Anything else from the defendant?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Right. Anything else from the state?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Any argument?
We will
The
defer
only-
to the Your Honor.
No argument. She's got a place to go.
Gotcha.
It's something she needs, and I would ask you that you approve the 17032 bond based on her mental health assessment and her needs.
All right, Ms. Holdridge, I'm gonna go ahead and get you out on a bond today. You need to do what you said you're gonna do. You've got to call Tony every week.
Okay.
You've got to come see me once a month. And when you talk to Tony, she'll let you know when, where, and all that stuff. Stay on your medications and only your medications. If there's anything in your system that's not supposed to be there, then that's a problem, and you'll probably wind up back in jail. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you are in a facility for treatment, we're not going to take you out of the facility just to come see us. Okay. We're going to
Okay.
leave you in the facility. So let Tony know if you're in a facility, and we'll leave you there, and then we'll get back to you at some point down the road. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Good luck, and
Thank you.
stay in touch with your lawyer. Okay.
Okay. I will. Thank you.
And Tony, do you want to say anything?
Yes, please. Madison, when you get released, you should get a folder in your property. That folder is going to have my card inside of it.
Okay.
Give me a call tomorrow so that I know that you made it out okay, and so that we can talk about Texas Health Recovery and Wellness Center, what it's going to take for you to get in there, what you need to do with regards to signing a release of information so that I can provide documentation to the court, etc. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you all. See you later.
Thank you.
Ms. Kelly, I have a question.
Thanks, Chelsea.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey, it looked like you had a halo around your head, and I know that's just completely wrong.
I can't get it to go away. See you like that?
There it is.
See you.